everybody, I am Manjindra. This is what to play next. We are doing Ultima VII. Why? Because I am a hopeless addict for the Ultima games. It's true. I don't know why. It started when I was younger. Never sought professional help, I'm not gonna lie. You know, just one thing turned into another. Tried to play them all. Found the Savage Empire, Martian Dreams. They're now free to download. Just makes it worse.
Avatar!
Oh my god, it's the Guardian.
Alright,
well that's the bad guy. We head back to Britannia. Something is amiss. We find a crime scene and we're asked to investigate it by the town mayor. Iolo is still living in Trinsic. For some reason that combination of words always made me laugh. So Iolo is still living in Trinsic. We pick him up. We pick up the deceased kid. Not quite sure about the wisdom on that one. But apparently it's just a thing that I do. So the deceased was murdered in the stables. A very ritualistic killing. I think I'll take one of the candles. Ritualistic killing. We have another another victim here. The gargoyles came over from Terrafin. They crawled up from the underworld and we found out they were sentient. So we let them live with us. Avenue of the Fellowship. A lot of things have changed in the 200 years, but we haven't quite evolved enough that we should be taught to be sheep quite the way the Fellowship is preaching. So let's see. Oh Lord, it's been a while. Okay, so A-L-I-C-E A-B-E Avenue, okay. So Chalice Avenue, that's different. They do translate, Anglo-Saxon runes do translate directly. Our Modern Standard Arabic is actually just read back each letter backwards and then forward, so it slows us down. Whereas Anglo-Saxon or Norse runes were meant for behavioral patterns. So much like Chinese ideographs represent an item, the Norse runes represent a behavior or behavioral pattern. So, yes, matey, Gargan asks, coughing. Gotta ask you some questions. There were a couple of witnesses. One of them was Spark, and he saw some stuff. Yes, that ship was docked overnight. Consults his log. She sailed for Britain at sunrise. I do not recall seeing anyone getting on or off. Gargan snorts and coughs a couple of times. I don't know why I enjoy making little voices for my characters. Matey, I've always seen pirates and sailors with peg legs and hooks. Thou hast seen one, thou hast seen another. So, Spark here spotted a guy with a hook for a hand. And so we're trying to track him down. Man suddenly frowns. Now that thou dost mention, I did see a man with a hook late last night after sundown. I was leaving the shop and I saw him outside. There was a wingless gargoyle with him. They were walking east. Gargan sneezes and coughs a couple times. Told thee it was him. Too old to pay attention to them. Gargan wipes his runny nose on his sleeve. So it's like one person who just does not care. May they have smooth sailing, starts to say, but a coughing spasm interrupts him. So we have to report back to the mayor. I think we've pretty much cleaned house on the investigation. We know that we have to track down the crown jewel. There's 2 fellowship members who headed towards Britannia. We're headed that way anyways. We can talk to them, and then we have this very small lead with a man with a hook and a wingless gargoyle, and those appear to be the murderers. It's the murder victim had 100 gold coins on him, a fellowship medallion. He had just left the fellowship, and a note to me the day he died. So it's looking bad for them. So he's gonna ask me some questions off of a map. So I had to run and grab those. I decided not to take you along for the ride. Yes, Avatar, Finnegan asks. My name is Finnegan, and we know these things. I need to report. Art thou ready to answer some questions concerning the investigation? I sure am. Very well. What was Christopher's occupation? Seriously, he's just like checking up on me now. What didst thou find at the murder site? Key was like the most relevant. The key open. Chest. What did I find in the chest? I guess the scroll was the most relevant. I can't believe that was all. Perhaps thou should search again. Okay, so that wasn't the most relevant. I really thought the scroll was. But that's chill. I did find it. Maybe you should ask better questions. What did thou find in the chest? Oh, all of these was an option. Maybe I should read English. Dost thou have a suspect? Yes. What does the villain look like? He's got a hook. And he leads on finding this villain. Crown jewel. Mayor is pleased. Seems as though are pursuing thy investigation with fervor. Methinks thou should go to Britain and see what thou canst find about a man with a hook. Gotta see a man about a hook. That's how you really get to Carnegie Hall. Here is half of thy reward money. Thou wilt receive the rest when thou dost prove that the killer hath been brought to justice. Mayor hands you 100 gold coins. Dost thou need the password? Show do. Before I give thee the password, I must admit I have my doubts about thou truly being the Avatar. I must ask thee to indulge me in order to satisfy my somewhat suspicious nature. Shall I ask thee a few questions regarding the geography of Britain? Please answer with a number of longitude or latitude from the cloth map. Remember, longitude refers to lines that run north-south. They are determined by the numbers on the bottom of the map. Latitude refers to lines that run east-west. They are determined by the numbers on the left side of the map. You have actually seen these maps if you watched other playthroughs on my channel or reviews. It's rare that I do gameplay, but these series, I'm just so addicted to it. But as far as reviews and whatnot, you'll have seen it. They're posted on the wall to my left. The Ultima came with cloth maps, and it was just the coolest. It actually had like collateral included. These questions are answered correctly, I will cast aside all my doubts. What latitude runs through the center of Dagger Isle? Unfortunately, the ones that I have are old, and so they don't have that. So I had to go look it up. What latitude runs through the center of Scarabray? 30. And I just don't know these things off the top of my head. It's one thing to learn to read Runic. They use it in a lot of places. J.R.R. Tolkien uses it. He actually developed a whole language for Elvish. What is the latitude of the northernmost point of the island spectrum? 120. Which was very strange of him. And then he went back and wrote a series of books to like justify his existence after doing that. Excellent, I have no doubt now that thou art the true Avatar. Oh, I almost forgot. The password to enter or leave the town is Blackbirds. Now I can go where I please. It's about time. Put me on lockdown. Like you've never seen an Avatar before. Avatar is like a representative of the gods as well. Or god, depending. So you alert, no nonsense guard. Ooh. My name is Johnson. Hello, Johnson. I did hear of this. When I arrived at my post at sunrise, I found Gilberto lying felled on the ground. If thou art asking if I saw anything, I did not. No one hath passed by me since I arrived at the dock. Yes, I am a member. Wouldst thou like to join? All day, bro. All day. I dislike these people so thoroughly already that I'm gonna make them not want me. Then thou should go see Batlin in Britain. I don't like persistent recruiters. There's polite ways to do it, and these people are not polite. Clog. Good man, he is our branch leader here in Trinsic. Man with the hook? No, I saw no one all night nor all morning. See, they're like a cult. I don't trust any of them. Crown Jewel. The boat left just after sunrise. It did sail to Britain, I believe. Thou can ask Gargan the shipwright about that. I did. He squawked. I'm not gonna tell you that. It's a password. Blackbird. Very well, thou mayest pass. Close the gates. Man, that's brutal. It's 5 o'clock. It's gonna get dark soon. So what are you? That's gotta be, let's sing a sea shanty. Is that how you spell that? So there's the horse and carriage that I can't afford. There's the boat that I can't afford. When do we eat? Which one of you is complaining? I need to know. Okay, so that's Trinsic. Britain is north. What is this little path to the west? Does this just lead me to the other gate? I could use a little food. Okay, that's me. Did he just fall down? We're in some deep trouble. If I have a bucket of blood, can I interest you in this? No? Very tasty. Very tasty. I don't suppose you brought your own food, Sparky? Oh, he did! Oh, that's cool. I'm excited. And he has his sling, which never runs out of ammo. There's plenty of stones in the ground. He's excited. I really need to get him some decent armor. Got a little kid running around with me. What am I even thinking? Oh, I forgot that Iola has an abacus. That's awesome. Yes, my friend. It's always a pleasure to speak with thee. Thee as well. What's thee and thou? Party gold 220. So you always know how much gold you have. You just check the abacus. How about that? Forgot all about it. Oh, shoot, I didn't check down here. I'm like wasting daylight hours here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, that does lead around.
You are traveling in the wrong direction, my friend.
Wolves! But wolves are our friends. Oh, God. Is he dead? That would be awful. I have a candle and a dagger. This is horrible. Now what do I do? I don't even have any meat or anything on them. Okay. Well, we have a problem here, Houston. Spark got kept. Sparky, no! Why? Why was he stricken by such misfortune? He was so young. Open the gates! Open the gates! Oh, God. Why? Not on my watch. It's a blackbird. Blackbird, you fool. I have a small child in need of medical attention. What is going on? What a world, what a world. Oh, I'm pretty sure that the healer is still in, so here's hoping I get there before sundown. Fellowship starts at 8. We can't interrupt their meeting. We all know this. So... Oh, kiddo. Can I heal you? I don't even know. Like, I'm just like carting this poor kid's body around. Does anybody else feel like this is very slightly messed up? I don't know how to get them resurrected, like, without them being present. Okay, this is the southwest corner of town. Where is the healer again? Maybe they're to the northeast. Kind of vaguely remember that. Is this it? No. Oh, Spark, you deserve so much better. When do we eat? How can you think of food at a time like this? I have a fallen companion. Fallen companion. Focus. The poor boy's body lies at your feet. Angels have wept for loss. Okay, I'm not having a good time here. What is going on? Get out onto the street where I can cart your ass to the healers. Says, we have a dire situation, friend. Friend, come here, friend. If you want to leave, you're going to have to walk over my companion's dead body. Yes, I need your services. Yes. Yes, yes. Which of my services do you need? I need you to resurrect my friend. Indeed, thy friend has departed this life. I will attempt to restore him to this world. Price is 400. I don't know if I have it. I does not have the gold. I'm truly sorry. I cannot help thee until you can provide the proper fee. This is horrible. This is worse than horrible. I have a dead Spark. Okay, hold on one second. What we'll do is regroup here. We're gonna drop back 10 and punt. Bear with me. So, okay. So wait, I just like ran back through it real fast. It wasn't too bad. And we're gonna pick up some food because we have a hungry child. So. What can we do? We serve the finest, excuse me, we serve the finest meat, fish, and cake. Our specialty is a silverleaf meal. If you would like to buy something, please say so. I just want food. What wouldst thou like? What goes a long way? Flounder is usually pretty good for the price. Flounder sells for 3 gold for 1 portion. Is that price alright? I guess so. How many would sell like? We'll just load down on fish here. It's Lent. Load me up. We're all gonna have one off the drop anyways. 'Tis thine. Would thou like something else? Alright, buy Pop-Tart. Apollonia waves at you. Do come again. Got it. You got it. Oh shoot, I'm like carrying around gold in my hand. It's a hot mess here. So let's get that straightened out. And then we'll pop out the northern gates. I can't believe the voice in the sky. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. They have little X's for their eyes. That's tragic. The voice in the sky sent wolves after me. Like, what is that even? Are you impressed? Like, I'm kind of weirdly impressed by that. I wonder if I can dual wield. Did I already cover this? My meanderings, maunderings. Suppose you meander when you walk, you maunder when you think. Alright. So let's all eat. It's dinner time. Ah, very tasty. I'll have a flounder. There we go. Alright. Everybody's happy now. We'll save. Leaving on the jet plane. Oops. Leaving Trinsic. Peace out, Trinsic. We're going. Bounce. Nothing can stop me now. I don't know how I feel about the fact that the voice apparently wants me to go to Britannia. I mean, like, what is even up with that, you know? But it is what it is. Oh no, not more rain.
That is the proper direction to travel, Avatar.
Well, thank you. You gonna throw wolves at me again, friend? Come and see the passion play. See a young entertainer who beckons to you. I am Paul. My colleagues' names are Meryl and Dustin. Okay. We perform the passion play about the fellowship. It costs only 2 gold per person to see. Thou dost want us to perform it? Please say so. Passion play. Passion play is a morality tale performed on stage. It'd be much simpler to view the play. Well, Hal, go for it. So I'd like to see our passion play. Paul takes your gold. We thank thee, if thou would make thyself comfortable. The actors take their places down masked. You settle down and watch the action. Spark whispers to you, I wish there was a confectioner that sold candy apples. Music starts to play. Paul takes center stage and addresses the audience. Welcome to our tale, a tale so true to life. 'Tis a tale of tragedy, a man lost his wife. But the story need not be sad. When the fellowship is here, the triad of inner strength gives one no cause to fear. Dustin takes the stage as Paul moves away. Meryl lies on the ground in front of him and assumes a death-like pose. 'Tis doom, 'tis despair, 'tis death. My beloved wife is gone. Disease has taken her away and left me with but a song. Dustin puts his head in his hand and mimes sobbing. As he sobs, Meryl rises from her death in a ghost-like fashion and addresses Dustin. Mine husband, my love, do not despair. 'Tis not doom. Thou shalt rise above all this melancholy and gloom. Who doth speak to me? Could it be she? Or have I indeed gone mad? But who else could it be? Mine husband, thou must listen. Thou hast thy comfort within thy grip. Thou must only seek them those who can help. The fellowship. Meryl drifts off stage, leaving Dustin alone. The fellowship, she said. It's a tongue twister. The fellowship, she said. But what do I need with it? I have my virtues and my healers. With these, nothing else will fit. Paul enters the stage with Meryl, who now wears a different mask. But that is why thou art wrong. The fellowship exists to help thee. The triad of inner strength is here to give thee a sense of unity. Join us now, and thou wilt see. Join the brothers in thy pain. To promote the tenets of our group, that thou wilt be a better man. I never know if I should, like, bend the assonance to rhyme. At this point, an elaborate mimed sequence reveals how Dustin joins the fellowship, receives a medallion from a branch leader portrayed by Paul, receives congratulations from Meryl. Strive for unity at all times and trust thy brother in ill and all of that jazz. For worthiness precedes thy own reward. Hark to our words, it surely will. I shall give half my wealth to thee. I shall do thy bidding and then wait. Man, that is cruel. Even the Christian church says 10%. That was like back in the day. Like tax and tithe were 10. So it's still polite to tithe about that much. My reward shall come one day and free me from mine awful fate. Dustin mimes giving Paul some money when Paul exits. Dustin lies down on the stage and mimes going to sleep. After a moment, Meryl enters the stage, dances around Dustin's body, sprinkling some kind of sparkling dust on him. Ayala whispers to you, particularly enjoying the visual effects. The script is a little weak, Dust will think. Meryl leaves the stage and Dustin wakes up. Lo and behold, he finds a bag near his place of sleep. Upon opening it, he finds a bundle of gold. By Lord British, I declare, 'tis my reward from the air. The voice I heard last night was right about my wretched life. I will not care. The voice came to me in a dream. 'Twas mine inner voice so fair. Now I have a companion and a provider and a master about whom I care. You're jarred by the actor's choice of words. Companion, provider, and master. You realize you've heard them before. It's really awful. Paul and Meryl join Dustin on stage, and they all hold hands. The fellowship can give thee purpose, to join is thine only choice. Commit thyself to our just cause and find thine inner voice. At that point, the actors bow, realize it's the end, you give them polite applause. What they mean about the voice? I'm not sure I understand. It was a confusing play. I didn't like it at all. We've wasted our time and money. It's the last time I let thee decide how best we entertain ourselves. Thanks, Iolo. See a short, stocky actor in his mid to late 40s. Cannot speak to you right now because he's concentrating on his lines for the passion play. Perhaps you should speak to Paul. See a middle-aged actress with a very serious expression. Ditto on the whole thing with Dustin. So, okay. Oh, I better save. So we find out that the voice is actually common. Voice in the play. Throughout the land now, and it appears to be tied to the fellowship we're running it. That's definitely not good. Whenever you run into that whole, like, hand in the shadows thing, that's a really bad trope, and you wind up, it's dispersal of blame, and you wind up with some serious problems, because, I'm trying to pick a battle pattern here. You wind up with some serious problems because with dispersal of blame, you can actually blame a non-existent entity. So you get that trope in there about the evil psychic made me do it. It used to be the devil made me do it. The evil psychic made me do it. It's not my fault. Bad things happen. Pause. Bad things happen, and that sort of thing, where it's either a greater, like the forces of nature, or some sort of nefarious ne'er-do-well that is not this compulsion that you're following that you shouldn't. You see it with drug addiction and stuff like that too. It's basically in all the bad parts of society. The salty dog. Got it. That food smells good. Oh, okay, well, we're here at... I just went and locked myself in the L room. Like, it is time for a beer, apparently. See the town bartender. She looks very busy, but she obviously takes pride in her work. What's your name? I am Polly. 'Tis a pleasure to meet thee. My job is the owner and proprietor of the Salty Dog, the finest eating and drinking establishment in Paws at thy service. Actually, there are no other inns or pubs in Paws. It's a small place, but our food and drink here is quite good, honestly. Alright, well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm assuming that everything checks out. We got some dishes, buckets. Who are you, friend? See a man covered in the sweat of a hard day's work. What's your name? I am Thurston. I operate the mill here in Paws. Taciturn. Local economy depends on the mill for flour, so I ensure that the mill runs. Sometimes I feel that keeping the wheel turning is the only reason to live. Conan felt that way too for the longest, man. Makes you strong. In case thou had not noticed, the people who live here are not so well off as their cousins who live in Britain. In fact, we even had a theft recently. Really? Mill is closed at present. If thou would please return when it's opening, I would gladly sell thee all the flour thou canst carry. I have no wife or family. I thought about joining the fellowship, but I refuse. I have nothing but my work, and a drink at the Salty Dog now and then. In truth, I go there more to be near Polly, the innkeeper, than for the wine. She's always busy tending bar and has no time for me, I'm sure. I know they do good work here in town, the fellowship. There is just something about them that makes me uncomfortable. Me too, bro. Like, I am right there. Indeed, thou shouldst be wary, my lady. There's a thief in this town, Morphin, a merchant, had several vials of valuable silver snake venom stolen. Snake venom? It's procured from the silver serpent. I believe the gargoyles used it habitually in the old days. They did, and it was a poison. I'm not so sure what it might do to a human. Perhaps Morphin can tell thee more. It caused madness. Good day to thee, milady. So we have the evil psychic trope. We have drugs, which is awesome. We have crime and a criminal organization that's posing as a charity, which is bad. That generally they step in for religion and then criticize religion. It's not that religion's perfect, it's not, but it's been around for so long that, you know, like it has a comfortable place. What can I do for thee, milady? What's up with you and Thurston? You relate to probably what you heard Thurston say about her. She's taken completely by surprise. thirstily said that about me? I've always liked him, but in truth I've always thought I was not good enough for him. Aw, that's adorable. Greetings, milady. You relate to Thurston what Polly said about him. He looks at you with joyous surprise. Did Polly really say those things? It's ridiculous. She believes I'm too good for her. Suddenly he forgets his work and starts hurrying around in excitement. For years I've loved this woman from afar. I'll begin courting her immediately. Oh, he's even gonna be cute about it. Do it the right way, bro. Ask her on a date. The Salty Dog Register. Adam of You, the Avatar. Jalal of Britain, Tim of You. Blorn of Vesper. Sir Dupre. Hey, Dupre came through here. But Penelope of Clove. Assuming, of course, that people aren't, like, forging the heck out of our names. What do we got going on here? Who are you, friend? You see a man whose eyes slowly shift back and forth and a crooked smile curls his lips. He walks up to you and looks you up and down. There must be a traveling show in town, he says, sniggering. What a very nice clown costume. Who art thou? The wolf. Very well, the wolf. What dost thou want? My name is Morfin. I'm a merchant who operates one of the most thriving businesses in Paws, which includes the slaughterhouse. Oh, I sell a little of this and that, here and there. Wherever there's a demand, I try to supply it. I do suppose my ventures are profitable enough for me to afford to move to Britain, but things are so much more expensive there, less expensive here. Of course, the theft has me a bit wary. If thou dost wish to know more about the people here, speak to the people who run the fellowship shelter, Feridwin and Britta. Take it thou hast noticed the smell. If so, I do apologize. Who works at the slaughterhouse? Shrugs his shoulders, grinning, and holds his palms upward. Think of it as a smell of success. Thou mayest purchase some meat if thou wishest. Demand. There's quite the demand for the venom of the silver serpent in certain areas, for instance. It's interesting. Keep a small stock of silver serpent venom from time to time, which I sell to the apothecary in Britannia for a modest profit. The government is trying to control sales of it until they can determine how dangerous the effects are. Makes sense. His name is Kessler, so he sells to Kessler, who studies it. Effects are widely known. Silver serpent venom is a reagent that, when ingested in small doses, temporarily enhances one's physical strength, stamina, and quickness, along with bringing a feeling of euphoria. After the effects wear off, the subject feels quite drained. This tends to make them want to take it again. Prolonged use in such a fashion will bring about a condition that deteriorates the skin, eventually causing it to rot away. Finally, too great a dose or too great accumulation of doses is fatal. The venom is a deadly poison. It may very well have some healing properties when used in other ways we have yet to discover, but any user of the venom should not do so without caution. I do not believe I have noticed anyone in the town who is showing symptoms of venom use. From now on I shall keep watch, so I should ask again later. Slaughterhouse is closed. Come around when it is open for business, and I shall sell thee meats then. Thou art a stranger in Paws. Beware the thief who roams this town. The culprit has stolen a quantity of my valuable silver serpent venom. Terrible crime, causing me no small amount of monetary distress. It has caused the surrounding community to worry about their possessions as well. I would be thy humble servant should thou help investigate the matter, wilt thou? Yes, this is actually just something you do as the Avatar. It's one of the reasons I like the game. The side quests are like right there and you're supposed to take them. You don't have that guilt. Then I shall cooperate fully, milady. You don't have to complete them, but helping out townspeople is really just something that you do. Oh, there's a rose in that one. Alright, what's this away? This away and that away. I think this leads out of town. So everything is closing down. This is obviously the slaughterhouse. Poor cows. We are gonna have to pack it in for the night. I think. Oh, hi, puppy. Because I don't think we're going to get much else out of these guys until... There's a bridge. Oh, there's a bridge and a ford. Until, the next day. Fellowship shelter. Hey, friend. You see a small man with a twisted slip posture. He looks you up and down before deciding he'll speak with you. I'd gotten word that thou wert coming to our town. I've been expecting thee. I must admit, though, that I find it difficult to believe that thou art truly the Avatar. My name is Feridwin. I run the fellowship shelter with my wife Britta and my son Garrett here in Paws. Wouldst thou like to join? Yes. You're not fooling me. You people are rotten apples. Then thou must see Batlin in Britain. He's the founder of the fellowship. Is it bad that the second I hear that, like, I assume the worst? It the only place in all of Britannia to decide for the aid and care of the poor. It is hard work, but when one strives to be worthy of that which we wish to receive. Britta, what a wonderful woman, thou shouldst meet her. Thankfully, we have been able to raise our son properly by emphasizing the teachings of the fellowship. Garrett shall not be trapped. The poverty of his surroundings, he shall be intellectually, spiritually, and morally superior. He's talented, too. Wow, that's a mouthful. Like, even on Facebook, I usually don't go off about all three. Education, yeah, but like, wow, that's something else. As this is a small town with few privileges and little privacy, our family has come to know everyone and Paul's quite well. Is there someone thou dost wish to hear about? I'm well acquainted with these people. My son plays the whistle panpipes extremely well for a lad his age. Britta and I are very proud. He could probably attend the music hall in Britain when he's older. Had to have high hopes for a living, yo. They would be Morphin, Andrew, Thurston, and Beverly. Farmers are Camille and her son Tobias. Our residents at the shelter include Alina and her child Merrick. Oh, them, the beggars. Comer and Fen. Fairdwin rolls his eyes. Morphin is a clever and industrious member of the fellowship. He runs a local slaughterhouse and is also a snake venom merchant. Andrew is such a happy young man. He doth notice a myriad of personal problems he doth not notice the myriad of personal problems that he is afflicted with. Thurston owns the mill. He could do better if he ran his business with more of an eye towards profit. Beverly is a nearly blind elderly woman who runs the antique shop on the east side of the river. I'll have to check her out. Camille, she's a sad woman. A widow who's living in the past. 'Tis a pity, really. Fortunately, her husband left her a farm, which doth happen to turn a profit. Tobias, a local rascal. I would normally not allow Garrett to associate with such a troublemaker, but the fellowship has taught me to be a tolerant parent. Besides, associating with my son might do the lad some good. Who knows? Alina, her husband is currently in Britain somewhere. I do not know the details. She has a small child. Merrick, a splendid example of the fellowship turning someone's life around. Presently, he resides in a shelter. Comer is the most hateful man I've ever met. He's a bundle of bitterness. In all the time I've known him, Comer has never spoken a word to me that is not, at best, a thinly veiled insult. Fen is a beggar who refuses all aid from the fellowship. A pathetic case. Not even his former friend Merrick can reach him anymore. Morphin, the local merchant, informs me that a quantity of silver serpent venom was stolen from him. The thief is still at large, so be wary. Of course, I do not know why anyone would want the vile substance. It's truly not good for one's health. Mayest thou walk with the fellowship. Alright, so we're going to catch some Z's here. Do we have a time clock? I don't think we do. Well, either way, pretty much everything is closed. So we are going to knock out and ask around a little bit more. So I am Aliera of Wayrest and Jindra. They're both just screen names. Ladies, protect yourself. So we're at the Fellowship Shelter. We're in the belly of the beast. This is Ultima VII, the Black Gate. It is just ridiculous amounts of fun. So if you've never tried it, I definitely would. I hope you're enjoying watching it. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. And as always, much love. Drop us a like and subscribe. Punch that subscribe button.